ComBank Summit, Forward Together 2025, creating a sustainable future.
Good morning. Our chief guest today, Dr. Nandalal Veerasinghe, Governor of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka, Excellencies, distinguished guests, respected invitees from international and multilateral agencies, government agencies, non-governmental organizations, academia, the private sector, civil society, esteemed colleagues, partners, and friends. It's both a profound honor and a privilege to have all of you here at the inaugural session of ComBank Summit 2025, Forward Together under the timely and urgent theme of creating a sustainable future. This is no ordinary forum. It's a defining moment for Sri Lanka. Today, we have brought together all stakeholders, not just those from the banking and finance industry, because in the realm of sustainability, we don't compete. We only see the need for collaboration. By uniting diverse voices to develop a shared response to our most pressing sustainability challenges. We are doing something profoundly powerful. This summit is a reflection of that conviction that cross-sector, cross-disciplinary, and cross-institutional dialogue is essential if we are to move from parallel efforts to a cohesive national impact. We are not here merely to exchange ideas. We are here to co-create solutions, not just for today's bottom line, but for generations to come. Around the world, we are witnessing a convergence of crises. Climate change has moved from projection to daily disruption. Biodiversity loss, resource scarcity, and rising inequalities are reshaping the global development agenda. Technological disruption, geopolitical instability, and public trust deficits are adding new layers of complexity. Yet, within this turbulence lies extraordinary opportunity, a chance to reimagine economic systems, governance models, and business strategies that are more resilient, inclusive, and future-proof. The world is responding. The Paris Agreement and science-based targets are reshaping how countries and companies define growth. The introduction of IFRS S1 and S2 sustainability disclosure standards are transforming transparency, comparability, and investor accountability. And sustainable finance has evolved from aspiration to action, from niche to necessity. Sri Lanka is emerging from one of the most testing periods in its economic history. Within these challenges lies a unique opportunity, an opportunity to reframe our development trajectory with sustainability at the heart. We cannot return to business as usual. Our world has changed, our economy has changed, and the expectation of our people, investors, regulators, and international partners have changed. Sri Lanka's own nationally determined contributions, NDCs, and National Adaptation Plan, NAP, lay the foundation. But success requires not just government resolve, but corporate responsibility, financial innovation, community engagement, and cross-sector partnerships. Let us be clear. Climate risk is now systemic risk. It affects inflation and growth projections. It disrupts food production, energy supply, and insurance markets. And it directly impacts credit ratings, capital flows, and national stability. In Sri Lanka, we are already facing the economic consequences of floods, droughts, sea level rise, and erratic monsoons. These are not distant threats, they are here. Globally, the cost of inaction on climate change is projected to exceed US $187 trillion by 2070. The question we must ask is not can we afford to act, but can we afford not to? We must move from viewing ESG as a reporting exercise to embedding it as a core business model. We must align capital with low carbon, nature positive development, integrate climate and social risk into every financial and investment decision, scale green bonds, sustainability linked loans, and blended finance. Build inclusive financial systems that leave no community behind. These are not idealistic ambitions. They are strategic imperatives for long-term competitiveness and national security. No vision of sustainability can be complete without inclusion. Sri Lanka's recovery must uplift those most often left behind: women, youth, rural entrepreneurs, informal workers, and vulnerable communities. Financial systems must become enablers of access, dignity, and opportunity, not just instruments of credit and returns. And we must ensure that green transition does not become a new frontier of exclusion. Innovation, digital, financial, and social will define how we meet this moment. Whether it is AI-powered ESG scoring, climate risk modeling, blockchain for supply chain traceability, or data-driven early warning systems. We must unlock the power of innovation, but always through a sustainability lens. The future of growth is not only digital, it is sustainable and digital. The path forward demands shared responsibility. Government must lead with policy clarity and fiscal alignment. Corporates must integrate ESG, not just in reports, but in operations and outcomes. Financial institutions, banks, and non-banks alike must design the instruments of the transition. Academics and researchers must equip us with data, tools, and evidence for bold decisions. Civil society must hold us to account and ensure no voice is excluded from the conversation. Public-private partnership is not an option, it's the way forward. The complexity of the issues before us demand that no sector operates in isolation. If we are to meet our national climate and development goals, government and industry must work hand in hand from policy formulation and project implementation to impact measurement. This summit exists to connect these voices and to coordinate their actions. Let me close with this. This is not about perfection, it is about progress. It's about moving from statements of intent to instruments of impact, from temporary fixes to long-term transition, from siloed conversations to system-wide coordination. Let us not view sustainability as someone else's job. It is our collective responsibility as leaders, as institutions, and as a nation. On behalf of the Board of Directors and Management of Commercial Bank of Ceylon PLC, I thank all our partners, speakers, and every delegate present here. Let this be a summit that matters, not just for what is discussed, but for what is decided, delivered, and sustained. Let us move forward together. Thank you.